One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
11.
From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here we go. Hard ball.
Now Goff on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
We're good.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Third and long. It's gone. Buying time to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interception.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rodgers going to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. Open man is Allison, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Nickel Roby brings him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13 and also a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Rodgers again here on second and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Orange, orange.
To throw on second down is Goff. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hard ball. Hey. 5.
On first down, Goff. And some strong running. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Hard ball. 5.
Now Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are in for 6. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep and got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Over.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Steps away. His throw incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rodgers again now. The left side completion to Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Crosby puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Super!
To throw is Goff. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pick up there. 26 yards.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
11.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
76.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
319. Zoom.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Just keeping the play alive. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Goff now looking to throw, pushing through the contact. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And now the Packers get set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. Jackson now to return. And they're running right through it. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Got some room at the 30. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On first down, Rodgers. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And Ndamukong Suh in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
58. Yeah, Liz. Hurry up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. To throw, it's Rodgers. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second down, here's Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Zoom.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And Crosby puts it through. Back now in Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Wiggles free. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Super 66. Orange. Super.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Go. 17.
Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. It's Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. Situation. And by the way, the punter exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
We are going. Hey, 626.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Geronimo Allison the target there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Jump out! Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage again, the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Los Angeles, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints.